I think you've got to prepare like. That's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like,
there he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break it. He doesn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
And the Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Off play action. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Flores. Right down the gut of the field. Pins up. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play-action fake. On the run, fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense? Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. All down, but they'll... Sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Norton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava.
Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing.
Touchdown, Bruin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. It's picked off. That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there throwing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what...
Looking to take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the before the break. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, still looking. Finds a little space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Touchdown, Purdue! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to...
Pulls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Hand off from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
The snap sets up to throw. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bruin. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this, he's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. He'll do it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And the timing just a hair off.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Bruins are flying down the field. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Just ran over it. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Turning it on.
One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He's looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid...
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Flores. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're looking for an advantage to the right. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, UCLA! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this escape and get it himself. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going for the big play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Just steamrolling. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Hard running there. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And the Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the ground. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can get something to eat?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Escapes trouble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And he is brought down after the scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses just